I call this meeting to order as acting chair. This is the organizational school board meeting of the Northfield Public School Board. Today is Monday, January 13, 2025, and the time is 6 p.m. The purpose of this meeting is to organize the board for the 2025 calendar year. Item 2 on our agenda for the organizational meeting is the 2020-2021 District Youth Council's Equity and Inclusion Subcommittee on behalf of the District Youth Council, proposed a land acknowledgement to be formally adopted by the Board of Education. In accordance with Policy 950, adopted June 2021, the land acknowledgement statement will be read at the school board organizational meeting. Also, the meeting closest to Indigenous Peoples Day and at both the high school and ALC graduations. I now will welcome May Bowers from the District Youth Council to read the district's land acknowledgement statement. Welcome, May.
The Northfield School District recognizes that we reside on the homeland of the Wapakute tribe of the Dakota Nation. We acknowledge the wrongdoings, previous and ongoing, and strive to repair and strengthen our relations with Indigenous peoples.
Item 3 on our agenda tonight is Minnesota Supreme Court Associate Justice Gordon Moore. He will administer the ceremonial oath of office to all elected school board members. Thank you for being here, Justice Moore.
Well, thank you for inviting me to be here as a Northfielder and as a former school board member. It always warms my heart to be able to do this. I will ask all the board members to please rise. And I will make a preliminary statement, and then I will ask you to raise your right hand. It is an honor to be elected to guide the education of our community's children. As you recite the oath of office, you assume a tremendous responsibility, along with the other members of the school board, for equitable and quality education of every student in the Northfield School District. In carrying out this responsibility, you will be asked to fulfill the roles of vision, accountability, and advocacy. And in providing vision, the board formulates the educational goals and sets the course for the Northfield Public Schools. As a board, we are accountable to the community and must ensure a continuous assessment of student achievement and all conditions affecting the education of our children. As board members, we also serve as key advocates for education on behalf of students and our community. We must strive to work together with the superintendent and staff to lead the district towards fulfilling the vision we have created, fostering educational excellence for every student. Having signed the acceptance of oath of office and oath of office, will you please publicly affirm your commitment by raising your right hand and repeating the oath of office after me? I swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota, and that I will discharge faithfully the duties of the office of school board member of Independent School District 659 to the best of my judgment and ability. Congratulations to you all, and good luck and best wishes for a productive 2025.
After the organization meeting.
Okay, next is item 4. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Dr. Hellman, is this table file for organizational meeting?
There is no table file.
Yeah, so, okay.
Yep.
So we will go on to item 5, which is items for individual action. Our first item tonight is the election of our board officers. Duties for each officer are included in tonight's board packet. Members, be sure to speak into your mic so Kelly can record your vote. We will now proceed with the election of board officers and open nominations. Please speak out so we can, with your nomination when I call for them. As acting chair, I ask for nominations for the office of chair. Are there any nominations? No.
I nominate Claudia Gonzalez George.
Are there any other nominations for the office of chair? Are there any other nominations for the office of chair? Are there any other nominations? Okay, hearing no further nominations, nominations for the office of chair are now closed. We will now take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you very much. I will be your school board chair this year again, and I'm very proud to serve that way. We'll now continue with the election of remaining officers. Office of Vice Chair. I will now take nominations for the office of Vice Chair. Are there any nominations?
I would nominate Corey Butler.
Are there any other nominations for office of Vice Chair? Any nominations? No additional nominations? Okay. Hearing no further nominations, nominations for the office of Vice Chair are now closed, and we will take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Corey, congratulations on being Vice Chair. Nominations are now open for the office of Clerk. Are there any nominations for the office of Clerk?
I nominate Amy Gurwitz.
Yep. Are there any other nominations for the office of Clerk? Are there any other nominations for the office of Clerk? Any other nominations at this time? Okay, hearing no further nominations, nominations for the office of Clerk are now closed. We will take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you, Amy, for serving as our clerk. And now nominations are open for the office of treasurer, and I would like to nominate Ben Miller for treasurer. Are there any other nominations at this point? Any other nominations for office of treasurer? Are there any other nominations? Okay, hearing no further nominations, nominations for the office of treasurer are closed. We will now take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Right, thank you, Ben, for serving as our treasurer. We will now continue with the next item for individual action. Please be sure your mic is on and that you voice your vote for Kelly to record. Is there a motion to approve the enclosed schedule for school board meetings January 2025 through January 2026 as detailed in the memorandum with the start time of 6 p.m. and meeting in this district boardroom on the second and fourth Monday of the month, with a few exceptions to that schedule?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Corey. Is there a second? Second by Jenny. Is there any discussion on this schedule? Okay, seeing no discussion, we will take that to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Right, motion passes. Item C, is there a motion to maintain the stipends as described in the memorandum? I'll take a motion first, then we can discuss and finally move on to a vote. Who will move?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Ben. Second? Second by Maggie. Is there any discussion on our stipends? Okay, we have a motion on the floor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Moving right along. The next item is our consent agenda. Is there anything anyone would like to pull from the consent agenda for separate consideration? Okay, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented? Okay, moved by Jeff. Second?
Second.
Second by Ben. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Right, the consent agenda passes. Next, we have our items for information. You will see in the packet policy 203, which is the operation of the School Board of Education bylaws. Board members are expected to familiarize themselves with policy 203, operation of the School Board of Education bylaws. The suggested revisions to this policy are anticipated to be approved at the regular board meeting immediately following this organizational meeting. Item B, policy 209 is our code of ethics. Board members are expected to familiarize themselves with policy 209, the code of ethics. The purpose of this policy is to assist board members in understanding the role of individual board members and the contribution that each must make to develop an effective and responsible school board. Next, policy 206 is our public participation in school board meetings. A copy of policy 206, public participation in school board meetings, is attached for board members to review. The purpose of this policy is to provide procedures to assure open and orderly public discussion and protect the due process and privacy rights of individuals under the law. Item D is our resolution, and it is a resolution, so we'll have Kelly do a roll call vote to empower the school board to combine the duties of the offices of clerk and treasurer of the school board in one person in the finance office of the school district. The board unanimously approved this resolution by roll call on January 14, 2019, which empowers Director of Finance Val Murdersdorf to conduct the duties of clerk and treasurer for the purposes of expediting the business of the district. The resolution is a one-time requirement and remains in effect until the board acts to appoint someone else in the finance office to fulfill the role. This is an item for information, excuse me, we won't be voting on it. And then item D are board committee memberships. A brief description of each board committee or organization for calendar year 2025 is attached. Board member committee appointments and representation on various organizations and school liaisons will be an action item at the next meeting, January 27th. And then item F, remote board meeting participation. Minnesota Statute 13D.02 provides guidance on remote board meeting participation. It states that a board member must give notice if they will be participating in a board meeting remotely and what their location will be. That notice must be given 3 days in advance, and the board member's location must be posted. The remote board member's location must be open and accessible to the public. Remote board meeting participation is referenced in policy 203. And then finally, item G are board workshops. The school board will hold workshops on Saturday, February 1st at 9 a.m., Monday, June 9th, following the regular board meeting, and Monday, November 10th, 2025, following the regular board meeting. Okay. This concludes all the business we have for our 2025 organizational meeting. Our regular meeting will follow after a 5-minute break. Is there a motion to adjourn? Moved by Jeff, second. Second by Cory. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, we are adjourned.